Yeah, so this is how the projection is happening. Like 83% of corporate boards recommending to increase the security headcount. Now, what are the different job profiles and current status? There are lots of job profiles. Like, how can I learn all these things, right? What are the different books, certifications, and video tutorials? In case you want to do the lab practice. Hi, good morning, guys. So it was actually a good session by Charan. So good to see that many of those things which I wanted to cover is already covered from the application part, whom to contact, how to make the resumes and all. So I will try to go ahead with the special topic on cybersecurity. So it will be like a cybersecurity for anyone, right? For the beginners especially, right? So let me share my screen. So this topic will be only for the beginners. If someone is already intermediate and advanced in cybersecurity, this might not be much helpful, but it will be really helpful for college students, for the beginners, or somebody who wants to switch into this domain, right? So yeah. So before going to the topic, let's set up the context. So who am I? I'm having 15 years of experience into cybersecurity and web development. So currently, I'm working as a security architect in Tesco. Before that, I was a security head in LifeSite for almost 2.5 years, and I've led an application security team in EPAM as well. My core strength belongs to application security and cloud security, including AWS and GCP. And yes, my favorite language from last 7-8 years is Python, but before that, I have used Perl as well. And my area of interest is, of course, like learning and teaching and mentoring people. But the topic that currently I'm learning is like shift left security, DevSecOps. So now, who all are the key audience, right? So basically, it can be anyone, like college students, freshers. So anyone who is having 0 to 2 years of experience, I consider them as a fresher in any domain, but especially in a cybersecurity, this is how it should be. And anyone who wants to switch into cybersecurity from any domain, they can be from QA, they can be from the development, or they can be from even non-tech background. Or somebody is into cloud, but now they want to move into cloud security. So for any of those kind of people, this session would be very much helpful. Or anyone who is interested into say cybersecurity to understand, like, okay, I'm into the development, but I want to understand how security matters into the development side, right? Or anyone who is very curious to cybersecurity. So what today I will cover? So I will cover like for whom this session is, which is like almost done, and what and why of the main cybersecurity part. So there will be like common skill sets that every security engineer or a security analyst or security professional should go through in their career, in their early career at least. And then what are the major domains in cybersecurity? What are the job profile categories available? A major part. There are so many, but we can't cover all the things within 1 hour. But I will try to cover the major part. So what are the certifications that you can go for in case people ask for the certifications, right? What are the books that you can read? What are the online courses and other? And once you are done with this presentation, next. All right. So what is cybersecurity? We know that whenever we talk about cybersecurity, people either talk about fraud, theft, or any kind of attack or all, but it's not the overall cybersecurity, right? So overall cybersecurity is like anything which is connected over the internet and you are trying to protect it. It can be anything. It can be computer, it can be your network, it can be your data, and there can be lots of damages because of any kind of compromises with all these things, right? So in short, cybersecurity is like the practicing of protecting your critical system and sensitive information from the attackers, right? So it's like both offensive approach also or defensive approach also. Yeah. Why I'm saying this? This is like now you can see that it's a cyber awareness month last week. So what's happening there? Now you see that if you see that there are how many errors, how many security issues or breaches, those are happening because of our errors. When I say our error, it can be your security misconfiguration. It can be any kind of spam, phishing, or malware attacks. So how these things are possible? These things are possible just because of human errors, right? So what we can do is we can make ourselves aware into this domain, and you can see like every time, right? Every day there are like more than 2,000 cybersecurity attacks are happening, right? And this will increase. This will increase by 2031. Like within, you will see that all this ransomware attack is happening like every seconds, right? So an annual project for cyber crimes are increasing, right? So of course, for the cyber defenders, right? For like people, for us, the budget will also increase. So all the companies are now looking for cybersecurity people. So it's a good sign that if you are trying for this industry, you will get the success. Yeah. So this is how the projection is happening. Like 83% of corporate boards recommending to increase the security headcount, right? And by June 2023, the report says like more than 1.1 million people are already employed, and but still we need more than 6 lakhs, cybersecurity professionals, right? Ranging from different domains, ranging from different experience. Yeah. So now we will directly go like, what are the common skill sets that one should have it, right? So the first thing before going to any domain, right? If somebody says like, I'm working in application security, I want to go into the cloud security. Someone says like, nowadays AI ML is the boom, so we want to go for the AI cyber security. But what are the common things? I always say like, go for the fundamentals. You make yourself fundamentally so strong that any new thing comes up, it will be easy for you to cover and catch up. So, but what are the common skill sets that one should be aware and learn about it, right? So the first thing is, if you are into this field, always remember that you should have a hacker mindset. When I say hacker mindset, is not like stealing something, right? Hacker mindset is like how it happens, how can I break it, how can I defend it, and why it's happening in the first place, right? So you're giving attention to each detail. You're understanding each of the various security concepts that comes to your job role or whichever you are interested, right? And you have that attitude to deep dive. Like if somebody says that, hey, see, like I'm able to attack this page or this application, then you try to see like why it is possible, how it is possible, right? And you're adaptive in nature. Like 15 years back, when I started my career, there was no cloud computing, there was no AI ML, and it was pretty much a traditional cybersecurity. There was on-prem cybersecurity solutions, right? But now you see in 15 years, lots of things have changed into this cybersecurity landscape. So you should be adaptive in nature. And before asking any question to any people, or before doing your job properly, do your homework well. Like what I need, right, to do that. And in this field, I will always say two things. Don't hesitate to ask your doubts. It can be silly, does not matter. For you, if it is important, it's important, right? So be that kind of bold person to do this. And you should have an attitude of never giving up, because this is the field. It's a very specialized field, and it's like you will be always outnumbered. Like if there are 10 software developers, then there will be one security engineer will be hired, right? So you will be anyways in less in numbers, and there will be lots of competitions for you. So there are like in 15 years, I might have thought more than 5-6 times like why I'm doing this. My friends are enjoying in service, in development or any other field. I was also having a development experience. I could have gone for MBA and I could have enjoyed in product management team and all. People might think in different way, but if you have decided to be into this cybersecurity, then be it. And whatever comes into your way, just clear it up. But never give up. Right? Somebody says like, I have applied in 100 places and I still I'm not getting a call. So yes, Charan's session will help you like how to get a call from your CV, right? But there are many other ways. You have to have a connections. You have to have a real good knowledge. So that's why foundational knowledge is very important. And this is the first slide, and I'm emphasizing on it more. I may not emphasize on every slide like this, but this is what I need you to have. And then, yes, soft skills. When I say soft skills, it can be anything. It can be email communication, negotiation skill, your public speaking. So you are going meeting, greeting, you are going to attend some events. You are presenting also. It's not you always go and listen to the people. You go and go to the lots of webinars and seminars, and you don't present it. Try to present it so that you will know more when you try to present it, right? And always try to fill with the knowledge. There are lots of people who will say like, I know this, and they might humiliate you and all. That's fine. In your career it may happen, and still happening with me, so I'm fine with that. Just those are like maybe 0.1% or even less than 1%, so negate them and do whatever makes you happy in this field. But this is the skill set that I need every security professionals to have it. If you can't explain your security findings to developer or to manager or to leadership board, I think maybe you will lag in your career, right? So this is one of the important part for your promotion, for your overall and anything. It can be like you want your name and fame, you want to be good in your team, you want to be in top 1% in some domain, right? This skill set also matters. Writing a skill set I'm not writing, but yes, that also matters, like writing a blog, writing a post, explaining people in an easy way, right? Yeah, I know that majority of the security professionals nowadays, they might not be touching Linux commands or unless and until they are into pen testing and they know like what is Kali Linux, Parrot OS and other things, and they are good at this. But I want everyone to be good at Linux OS basics, not in advanced. I'm not asking you a question like how when you type ls command, what happens at the background. But you must know what is ls, what is cp, so basic commands, and then what are the security commands, like what are the networking commands. Let's say if I have to find out mail server of a website, what command I should use. If I have to figure out if my which of these ip is connecting to which port, right? So those all things should be at least the basic. That's what I always say, like fundamentals should be clear. So this is one of the common skill that I want you to have. And without computer networks, maybe one or two fields will be there where you might get success in cybersecurity. But without basic of networking knowledge, you might not get success into even in application security, or nowadays like even it's a Gen AI security or cloud security. So whatever happens in a cloud networking, right? So if your fundamental is clear, like what is this IP ranges, what is this CIDR ranges, what are the common ports that people use, and what kind of this SSL TLS certificates we are talking about, what are the cipher suites, right? What is the basic difference between LAN, MAN and WAN? What are the wireless networks, right? Every day we use mobile hotspot, we use Wi-Fi. So at least the basic understanding of this will help you. Now the one question that I always ask in interview, if you type, let's say, a website, say futuregpt.com or flexmind.co or sanjeevjaiswal.com, what happens at the background, how that page gets it, right? So that's the first question. And then I go deep down, like, okay, what are the security consideration one has to have it, like when you are launching your website? And this is the common question. The second common question that I ask from the networking side is TCP three-way handshake. Do you understand how it happens? Because if you don't understand this, you will not be understand lots of network security attacks, be it a DDoS attack, be it a SYN flood attack, and any of network layer attacks, right? So this is one of the important aspect. Please, and anytime if you have any doubt in any of these slides, whatever I am talking concept-wise, I can help you guys as well. So connect with me over any places like LinkedIn or Twitter or any places, but make sure you are fundamentally very strong before applying that. I think I remember like 1 week or 2 weeks back, somebody said like, I have gone through your common skills study plan and I know all the things. So I asked like, do you understand networking or do you understand the Linux command very well? That person said yes. I asked one very common question is like, what is this SSL TLS 1.2 and TLS 1.3 differences? Answer is no. Okay, what happens when you type this flexmind.co, right? So you should have all those ideas. Now, it may not, so I can keep it like an optional, but I always say the people like, at least when you copy paste, let's say a code, you should be able to run it. So at least that much of basic understanding you should have, right? So it can be any scripting language, it can be any programming language, but my choice, or even in the development and the security side, you see that Python and Go is taking a good lead. But knowing JavaScript, or knowing the basic understanding of .NET and Java will also help you. But if you are into, let's say, pen test, bug bounty, or exploit development and all, Python and JavaScript still hold good. And version control system, I think I have emphasized this from last 6 or 7 months, that guys, try to learn the very basics of Git commands. It's just like maybe 4 or 5 commands: git clone, git add, git push, git commit, and git pull. That's 5 commands. You must remember it and how it works. And if you don't have a GitHub profile, you should have it by now, because there are lots of the security professionals are posting all of their contents. It's not just about video tutorials. There are so many other things, labs where they will put the lab code, and you need lots of advancement. Like 2 years back, let's say, I had developed a tool for a security testing. So in 2 years, I have added more features. Where I will keep it? I will keep it in some version control system. And nowadays, the most popular is Git. So guys, if you don't have an account, go ahead, create a GitHub account and learn the basic of this. Even I have a tutorial over YouTube, and in Udemy also I have a course on Git fundamentals. Go ahead and learn from these things. Now, once you are clear with your basic part, then we can go for this major cybersecurity domains. I'm keeping all the questions. You guys can keep asking the question on the chat, and at the end of this session, I will try to answer as many as possible. And also, guys, if Nikhil and all, if I'm very fast, you can just pause me and stop me. That I will be a little slower than that. But I have lots of things to cover in just 50 minutes of time, so I'm trying to be a little faster. So, yeah. And all the questions I will take at the end. So let me go through all the slides, and then we'll talk more about your any kinds of doubts and other things. So now when I talk about major cybersecurity domains, the first thing comes in web security and pen testing. Anyone who is trying to learn into the cybersecurity, they think about this. So let's have it. But when you are trying for web security or penetration testing job, I'm not talking about bug bounty, right? But still, this is skill set required that as well. But I'm talking like if you want to have a job in pen testing domain, right? It can be anything. So how you will do that? What are the common things that you want to learn, right? So understand how the different web services works, and try to understand how this request and response works. Like, what is this HTTP headers? What are the security headers inside that? What are the different methods we are talking about, except get and post? Do you understand about patch, put, update, delete method as well? Can we, leverage some of these headers and can attack on the website or the application? And try to understand the basic differences between authentication and authorization, right? And how this session, cookies, JOT token, and other thing work. And what are the different security headers that we are talking about, security parameters we are talking about? What is same origin policy? What is different cause thing? What is content security policy? And how can we implement it, right? If we don't implement it, what will happen, right? So all these things, most of this kind of keywords will be there in OWASP cheat sheet series. If you are not aware about it, anyways, in the last, I have one slide where I have explained all these things. But see what is OWASP top 10 and all this. Try to understand all those concepts. OWASP top 10 is one of the most common references that I use it, especially for the testing guide and code review guide, right? And try to understand the various available encoding. Base 64 is just the common one. And it's not just about encoding. I'm saying about hashing, encryption, all the things, right? So you understand what is RSA, where it is used, what is Diffie-Hellman key exchange. You understand what is MD5. So what is the problem with the MD5? Why people are using, let's say, SHA-256 or anything now, right? Okay. So once you are done with basic of pen testing, that's a one domain. So what if you want to be into the application security? Yes, still you should have a knowledge of that pen testing part. You must understand all those security headers and other part. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but the main when I say common application security part, it is all about shift left security most of the time. So you understand threat modeling. Threat modeling will be one of your core tasks if you're into application security. So try to understand threat modeling well. So what is threat modeling? Why threat modeling? What are the components in threat modeling? And why it is always important to do the threat modeling for any new application or the existing application. So it's not about always like the application is launched and then you find out some security issues. You can find out the security issues even before people are writing the code. So you have that blueprint, you have this low level design, high level design, and with that design itself you can figure out like this is wrong here, right? Like that there are a kind of windows and latches you are putting, but you know that this latches will not work, right? Before even putting that latch over the door, you say that no, instead of this you have to use another lock. So the same thing actually applies to the threat modeling. And as much as you understand the developer oriented side, like coding side, so secure code design, secure code review, secure code principles, everything is very very important. And secure SDL means from the requirement phase till the deployment phase or operational phase, what are the security things comes in. So that's why sometimes you will see that in many of the companies, DevSecOps is also the part of AppSec. Or what they are doing is they are making the DevSecOps as the major, let's say, division, and inside that they have like other divisions, right? So that's fine. And you are the one who are closest to the developer, who empathize with the developer part, and you make them understand the security. So security champion is one of the keyword you will hear. So whatever I am telling, I will share this PPT as well. So whatever the terms I am telling you, if you are interested into that particular domain, go ahead and learn all these things. And I'm always there to help. And Nikhil is also one of the champion in cybersecurity, and he's also working as a senior architect into this domain. So he understands well as well. So we have a group, Future GPT, and one of my cybersecurity discussion group. Connect with on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, everywhere, but try to learn it. Just don't see that, okay, I know the very basic part. Scratching the surface won't help you in cybersecurity domain. Okay, so now this is one of the major security division as well. When I say network security, there are many things related to the TCP/IP model. And so how you can secure your network architecture. So here you understand more from the network security part, like what are the encryption solution they use, what are the different networking commands, either it's for troubleshooting or it's for attacking or it's for finding something. And you are very good with Nmap and Wireshark tool, just like the web developer, web security people are very good at Bub Suite or OSZap or with the Kali Linux. You should be also good with Kali Linux and any networking tool. And you understand these IDS, IPS, be it host-based, network-based, how this DOS attack happens, how you can prevent it, how this CDN implementations are happening. So these are from the network part, and these are the core network fundamentals plus advanced part. So if you want to have a career in network security, why I'm trying to cover all these slides, because after this you will be able to figure out like where actually your interest lies. Is it web, is it application, it is a network, or it is a cloud? And based on that, what are the common things that you need to learn, so that you will be very much clear that now I want to move into this domain, or I want to prepare for this domain. I'm into third year, I want to prepare for this domain. I'm a fresher, but I want to switch into this domain, I will do this. Or I'm working as an application security, but I was not aware that few of the things are there. So these all things will help you. Now, as still it's very hot in the market, and people are more trying to have a job in AI/ML security and cloud security than pen testing or web security or even the GRC and other part. So let's beat. right? So before going to the cloud security part, you must understand what is cloud, why cloud, right? What problem it is solving, right? And then what problem it is creating. That's where your expertise will lie, right? So you understand that majority of the cloud security breaches you will see, it will be because of the security configuration. That's why we have a tool, lots of tools, and that is categorized as a CSPM, cloud security posture management. What they do is they find out security misconfigurations in your total cloud architecture, right? So you understand cloud networking now. That's why I didn't use the word networking, because that's a different, and that was like common skill sets. I said that this is the fundamental that you should understand. Once you understand that, cloud networking knowledge will be easy for you to grasp. Like you understand security group, you understand NACL, network access control list, or you understand different kind of role based access, you understand about IAM permissions, you understand the serverless architecture, because majority of the developments are happening using microservices, API development. So you understand how this API security works, how you can manage those API things in cloud, right? And it's all about data. So somewhere you are using the data, using your storage. It can be any kind of storage, file, object, or exe files, or even your database, right? So data security is one of the important aspects when you talk about cloud security, right? And of course, for this there are different job roles. You don't have to do everything. Let's say there are the people who does only the IAM kind of permission thing. So they are like IAM architects, could be. So there are like different job roles. I have a slide, I will show you. And then DevSecOps. So whenever you think about application, when you think about cloud, when you think about development, and you think the overall security of it, yes, DevSecOps come into the picture. And DevSecOps is also important for the people who want to be into the field where lots of security automations are happening, and you want to add the security there. It can be anything. It can be, let's say people are using infrastructure as a code, which is very common, and Kubernetes, like container system they are using. So you should be good at, let's say, Kubernetes security, and you understand ISC very well, and you also understand what DevOps knows, right? See, like the DevOps guy knows, like, okay, how Jenkins work, how you can do the continuous integration, continuous deployment, continuous development. The same thing you should understand. Now your extra part will be, you should understand the security part on the DevOps part, right? Let's say like Circle CI tool, Travis, there are Git secrets, right? You developer are the one who, let's say, who does the mistake and publicly expose some of the key. It can be anything. It can be hashed key, or it can be password and all. How you will figure it out? So that's where a DevSecOps guy come in. They automate few things. There are a tool called, let's say, Trufflehog, Hound, Git secrets, and there are so many other tools to find out the secrets in your code, right? So you should be aware about all those toolings part, where exactly you can implement, and how these things work. Okay, so that's all about from the more of the core security part. And as many of the people in the community were saying, like, I'm joining as a SOC analyst, I have gone through the SOC training and all. What are the my skill set should be, and where I can go from here. That's why I have added one slide for the SOC people. Yeah, so most of the thing in SOC, you will see that it is more about alerting, monitoring, finding out the root cause for those alerts, right, and explaining them to the different kind of stakeholders. But what are the other things that you should be aware? You should be aware about what are the different EDR solution available. Let's say, what is CrowdStrike, for an example. And you also have to do lots of kind of automation when you go through that experience ladder. Like when you are just a fresher in SOC, you might not have to touch all this part. But when you want to be like SOC analyst, level 3, level 4, or a kind of security architect, because SOC people can also become a security architect. That time this kind of knowledge will help you. You are the one who does the incident response very well. You are the one who understands this IDS, IPS, EDR solution very well. You are the one who take care all the data in one place, like, and you analyze all those things using any kind of SIM tools like ArcSight, QRadar, or Splunk. There are lots of job openings just for the threat intelligence, right? So this is all the part of SOC. Endpoint security, yes, in a major of the companies, not in a startup, but in enterprise company or mid-sized company, they require endpoint security professional as well. So where you should be aware about the different kind of antivirus systems. You are actually the one who is protecting not just let's say the external perimeter of the application or network, but also the device, right? So it's talk about you understand the encryption mechanism or the security mechanism of Mac OS, different desktops, right? And you are the one who is actually patching, right? So imagine you patch it a wrong way and the CrowdStrike event happened, right? So you are the one who handles different. So people are working in a remote, people are working different locations, but how our intellectual properties and other things are safe. So endpoint security covers the external perimeter, and you know that if you are using Windows, you might have seen BitLocker, but who installed it? Who is actually managing all these things? So these are the people who are managing it. GRC, this is one of the skill set which is also very famous, and lots of job openings are there. And this is the skill where you might not need all those core part. When I'm saying basics of networking is always helpful, but let's say like if these guys are not aware about Git, it's fine. So that's why I'm telling, in case if you don't want to go for the coding side, you don't want to go for the Git version side, you don't want to go internal details of those things, maybe this could be one of your domain. And what all it covers all these auditing part, investigation part. So it can be for anything. It can be for the overall organization, it can be for your cloud, it can be for your application, it can be for any kind of like you are using, like let's say you are a finance company, so finance kind of audit. So there are so many things. So you are the one who may be checking all these security policies, standards, and people are following or not. So that's why if you're working in a company, you will see that there will be every year there will be a cybersecurity awareness training, and most of the time it will be like a compliance training, right? Where it will be written like, okay, your laptop is open and somebody change your password. Is it compliant or non-compliant? You shared your password to your friend, your relatives. Is it compliant or non-compliant? Right? You shared even your working laptop with your wife or girlfriend. Is it compliant or non-compliant? Right? So these kind of questions will help, but still people share the passwords with friends. People share the laptop. So compliance is one thing, but how you are following this. But in case if you find out any kind of violations, there can be lots of repercussions. So yes, don't take it in a fun way. Be very serious when company is investing on those trainings and telling you that don't do this, because lots of the things happen because of this. Imagine one developer is giving one application code key to a competitor company's friend there, and that person actually took the code, right? So what could be the major problem with the company? Understand from that part as well. So these are the people who understand the business aspect as well, product aspect as well, and they have very good soft skills and communication skills. So in case if you want to have a career in this, you should be having good soft skill and communication skill as well. And you understand all these security policies, standards, like be it ISO 27001 or NIST benchmark, CAS benchmark, or today in India, people are talking about DPA Act, all these things. So what are the different kind of compliance certificates are there, or can you go for the certifications from the compliance part, like you understand GDPR? Is there any certificate for any kind of privacy side? So yes, there are lots of certifications, lots of things you can do, and these are most like job titles as well. Like there are people as a DPO, right? There are people as a risk analyst. So that's the GRC, and I've added this slide maybe just 1 week back, because everyone is talking about AI security. So what is that, right? So it's one thing is AI is there, so somebody is developing using that AI. So your part is like, if you have developed, let's say, an application or a tool using AI, what can go wrong, right? So what are the top 10 let's say like AI or LLM risks when you develop an application. So you might not have to have a good understanding of AI ML. I'm not saying that don't go and learn it. Learn as much as possible. You understand what is augmented model, like let's say like what is reinforcement learning, what are the different ML methodologies that people are using, what is RAG, right? You understand nowadays like at least the basic difference. What is AI, and then what is Gen AI, and then what is LLM, right? You understand the very basic part of it, and then where we use LLM, where we use Gen AI, where we use AI, right? And then different tools are there, like for example it helps you in email fraud, cybersecurity, like credit card fraud, threat detection. So or wherever you think like kind of automation part, right? These robots are very fast, and so we say like lots of layoffs is happening in this could be one of the reason, right? Lots of jobs are redundant now, and there are mundane tasks which they can do better. Now there is one tool which can do the pen testing part of 40 hours within just 30 minutes. So think in that part, right? But always you have to upskill yourself, upgrade yourself. You can't say like, okay, I know only the web part, so I don't know, I'm not getting the job or I got fired. Yes, so you have to always think where this cybersecurity domain is going, what all things are going on this domain, and what about the my skill set, will it be outdated in next couple of years, 5 years, 10 years? So I'm also thinking all about thing, and I'm also learning AI security now, right? The reason is you never know. I'm 15 years experienced guy. After 20 years, nobody will hire me for pen testing or for any of the basic thing, right? So I have to upskill myself in such a way that I can still give the competition to those kind of people. So always keep learning, keep updating yourself, keep upskilling yourself. That's why invest in yourself. It's not about just investing for your clothes or for your health or for your share market. Investing in your knowledge will also return you in like 10x or 100x of the time. Like for example, someone spend let's say 1 lakh in some kind of training, right? You will see like maybe within 1 year, if you switch the job or in the same company, you get promotion and all, and after 5 years you are at the much better place, right? You have like maybe 5 times or 10 times of your salary. So invest in yourself, and whichever books, videos, tutorials, even if it is a paid one, go for it, right? Everything is not free, and always remember, if something is free, then you are the product. Now there are many more. I can't discuss all those things because other slides also I have to cover. But there are many security roles are available, like exploit developers, malware analyst, mobile security developer, and mobile security professionals. There are lots of jobs into data privacy, digital forensics, CFIR, DFIR, and I have not covered anything about IoT security based things, industrial cyber security based, right? System security based. There are so many things. That's why you have the term also, right? Red team, blue team, purple team, and they're hiring like that. So they are looking for a blue teamer. They are looking for the red teamer. So who can go to till the red teamer part? Like you are doing the bug bounty. So what are the different carriers for you? You are into the red team, or you want to be into the red team. How can you go there? What you have to do? So lots of things are there. But by now, at least you got the idea. In case you want to go as a red teamer, you want to apply as a red teamer. So what are the things? Now you will search. As Charan also said, like use ChatGPT, think it as your assistant, right? And ask all those questions to them and be very honest. Like, okay, I am fresher, I have 2 years of experience, or I'm into the cloud security domain. I want to move to, let's say, AI security domain. These are the skill set I know. Hey ChatGPT, can you help me? What are the study plans that I should have? What are the certifications I should have? What are the concepts I should have, so that I can clear out the interview for related to any of these domains, right? So yeah, so that's all about the major cybersecurity domain. What are the different skill sets that they are looking for? Where in case you want to go for that, then those are the skill set you should be good at. Now, what are the different job profiles and current status? Right. So there are lots of job profiles. AI security engineer, cyber risk analyst, malware analyst, DPO. DPO is like once you have some experience. So what job profile I'm showing here, it's not just for the freshers or for the beginners, but to make you understand that there are different kind of job skill set, and you should target one of them. And like for example, you want to be a security architect, you're a pen tester now, or you have 5 years of experience, you want to go into, you want to manage a product security, right? You want to you have good knowledge in application side, now you want to understand the cloud as well, right? So what are the different job sites available there? As I said, IM architect is there, DevSecOps engineer is there, and then different DevSecOps architect is also there, senior DevSecOps engineer will be there. So job title may vary based on your experience, but I'm just giving one idea that this kind of job titles are available. Let's say application security engineer, right? So even 1 year experience guy can also be an application security engineer. 10 years experience also guy can be an application security engineer. Then roles and responsibilities will differ. We may have another slide for each of these where we can explain these are the skills you require, these are the roles and responsibilities will be there, these are some JDs available, these are the companies you can target, these are the salary range available in the market. So for each of these skill set, we may try in like subsequent series and other part, but this is just like a 10,000 feet overview for you. Now you can imagine what are the different skill sets with that. It's still in demand, and estimated growth rate is there. Like for the next 5 years, what are the demand growth? Every time there is a development for the application side, so application development security will be always there. You are hosting your application. Every company is using cloud, so cloud security will be there. There are lots of risks when you are using application in cloud. That's why risk management will come into that picture. And here, I'm sure, like by the next year or in couple of years, you will see in top 3 there will be like AI/ML security as well, right? So think in that way. And now, apart from this, just see like this is one of the things we asked. These things like what are the most in-demand skill set and specialization we asked to the hiring managers, and this is what their recommendation is. So in case if you are trying for any of these, then you are in the right path, like security engineering, risk assessment, and you see they always look for communication skill sets. That's why I said in common skill set is one of the things that looking for. So this is GRC is what I have shown you about the compliance part, data privacy part, risk part. So that all covers in GRC. Any kind of implementation on the developer side, this is security engineering, right? Security operations are there. These are from the network security or endpoint security side. This is IAM side. So yes, these are there. Now the same question if you ask to the non-hiring manager, what happens to them? So according to them also, GRC is at the top, security engineering is at the top. So communication skill is coming down this time. Application security went down. But overall, you see there is a Venn diagram and these are matching, right? So what are the skill sets and what are the different skill sets which are hardest to fill? So they are looking for the guys. People are telling that I'm certified. I have good experience in AWS, GCP, Azure. I know about cloud security. I have a certification like CCSK, CCSP and all. But when in the interview, they are failing. So this kind of gap is there. So try to fill that gap. And how you will fill that gap? By having the fundamental knowledge, by having your hands-on. So go for any paid labs and do those labs there. Like you try to, see what are the misconfiguration in AWS security and you try to fix it. Or you try to fix it using some tools or using automated scripts like Terraform or any kind of tools that you can put that in. So for example, you say like, I know DevSecOps, but have you implemented it from the beginning to the end, right? That's what we are looking for. When you say you are the one who are very good at software security, can you explain me how can you do that? So that time you can showcase your skill set, and these are the really very hard to fill kind of skill sets, right? This slide I have added just to give you an idea that even these kind of jobs are available and interview process is going on, but still they are not able to fill it. And this is the recent one. So we have seen what are the common skills, what are the major cybersecurity domains, and then what all the job profiles and different current stats. Now we will go like how can I learn all these things, right? What are the different books, certifications, and video tutorials, right? So these are the books, and again, I'm not telling anything for any of the particular domain. It can be for anything. Like thinking security, security engineering is one of the book that I say like everyone should read it, right? Try to understand this Phoenix project. Try to understand that how this web application work. So the book like if you are very new, Cybersecurity for Dummies could be the first book that you can try. So this guy is Bruce Skinner is very famous in cybersecurity domain, and he has written lots of books like Data Goliath and then Liars and Outliers. But this is one of the book that I want you to just go ahead and read. This is like his all blog post in one book where he is explaining his journey into the security domain and what he learned and what are the mistakes he did. So all these things are like just to give you a notion of security. So your security mindset will be there. Like whenever you talk to the people, you think about anything. Now the security culture will be embedded into your mindset once you read these kind of books, like Scanner on Security, Secure by Design, Security Engineering, and Thinking Security. So spend your time, spend your money as well. Either you can, whichever the fan you are, like soft copy, hard copy, or Kindle and all. So you should have those kind of books. So this is one of my bookshelf. Like last year, so I had all these books. You can see Bruce Skinner book like Data Goliath, Secret and Lies, and other things. And in case if you are in Bangalore, you want to lend one of these two books. Yeah, I'm okay to help. But make sure like you return this book after a month. So these are the certifications that you can try for, and the certifications are there from the different organizations. CompTIA is like a neutral one, AC Council is the neutral one, ISC2 is a neutral one, CSA. So ISC2 is CISSP is a very famous one that you know. AC Council, whenever we say AC Council, the people talk about just CES. There are many other certifications from the DevSecOps, from the network security, even from the software security side. Go for that and check all those things. ISACA is also a very good one. SAN certification are costlier, but still it's like in demand. Offensive security, OSCP is the common one. Practical DevSecOps, this is like one of the certification and the courses that they have, and they are having a really good one. eLearn Security, in case you are a pen tester, you might have heard about EJPT, WPT and all. So those certifications from them. But certification is just maybe to highlight that you know the overall concepts and maybe to clear the HR round or your CV will get passed to the HR. That's it. More than that, your labs, your hands-on experience, your core knowledge will help. Right. So the most desired certification side, because I have said about all those certifications. So still you might be asking, right? What are the common top 10 or 5 certificates that we should do? So CISSP is still valid and worth, but it may not be for the freshers. Maybe once you have 3 to 5 years of experience, you can think of that. But there are many other certifications like CCSP in case you are into the cloud security domain. Network side, so CCN is still valid one. And I will say like go for CompTIA Security Plus if you are a fresher or a beginner. More than CEH, Security Plus covers more things. Now, what are the different online courses? I'm not going to tell you specific things on that because then there will be, I need at least another hour to explain all those courses. But where exactly you can find it out? If you're looking for any kind of skill sets by IBM or Google or any kind of companies, so Coursera, Udacity, and EDX, these are the 3 places you should look for. In case you're looking for most of the cloud things, acloud.guru is the one, which is like now acquired by Pluralsight. Cybrary has also very good resources. Open security, I have seen like the offensive side, they have like very good free courses there. API Sec University, this is getting very much popular nowadays for API security side. Portswigger Academy. This is all free. If you know Bubsuite, you might be knowing Portswigger. And then they're like something called, they have the Academy. You must go through their learning path and try to finish all those labs, whichever is Portswigger is explaining, right? Same thing in YouTube. There are lots of channels, like for example, for network security and all, there is like David Bombal, or nowadays that lady Rana Khanil is doing good from the from cyber offensive side, right? So lots of courses are there in different companies, like for example, Simple Learn, EduReka, Upgrade, and then FlexMind. AppSec Engineer is the one for application security side. Attack Defense Lab is by I think Vivek Ramachandran. So this has lots of labs for everything, for container, for your application. And let's say like you want to know what are the different scenarios where you can attack for the JOT tokens, right? So they have, I think, 10 to 12 scenarios just for JOT token. So like that, they have scenario-based labs and also tutorials. So you can go for any of these things, right? In case you want to do the lab practice, I always prefer to have my own lab in my own personal machine. But still, in case you want to install something, DVWA is still the common one, Damn Vulnerable Web Application. OS has OS Juice Shop. And in case you are into the cloud security side, look for Cloud Goat or GCP Goat or Kubernetes Goat. Hack the Box, I think everyone who is into the pen testing or bug bounty and all, they know like Hack the Box and Try Hack Me are the most common one. Right. So still, I think wherever I have the account, I have tried to route those things. There are many other, but these are the common one and from where I have learned. So Pentester Academy is the one. And in case you want to try this cloud security CTF, look for this flaws.cloud, which has like maybe 6 levels, and then flaws2.cloud is more from the developer side. What all the mistakes the cloud professional and cloud developer does. So it's all about that. Flaws.cloud is more from the security configuration side. I have all these solutions also on YouTube. And the tools that I'm writing here, it might look it's more from the pen testing side or bug bounty side, but it just give you the idea that there are lots of tools even for the GRC, even for us, like for DevSecOps, right? There are so many tools. So but you should be just aware of those tools, and you should see like which are the these kind of tools are required for your job, right? And try to learn for those. For example, you are doing the pen testing, then you will be doing lots of things, information gathering phase and then exploit phase. So you will look for Metasploit, you will see Nikto, Fears, and if you are trying to do for SQL injection attack, you will look for SQL map. From the network side, trying to figure out which version, which port and all, you will use Nmap. From the API side, from the application side, you might be using Bubsuite. So this kind of things are always there, right? And then networking is the key. That's again the same thing what Charan was telling, like go ahead and go for the group and all. And this is very much valid to that. I started going to Null Hyderabad, I think in 2012, when I met my mentor. And lots of security mindset people, and I try to learn all these things from him. So there are lots of communities, and it's not like everywhere you can go. Future GPT is one. There is like Null, OWASP, besides. You can join some of those mailing lists. Right? Try to also attend international events to see like what's going on all over the world. So DEF CON, Black Hat, and in India, if you're there, NullCon is also an international event that's happening in February 2025 in Goa. So OWASP C-Sites is free. B-Sides have like B-Sides Bangalore event happened I think 2 months back. B-Sides Ahmedabad happened in October, like few weeks back. So, and then if you're looking for different kind of jobs skill sets, jobs.null.co.in can also help you there. Go and try to meet the people, and it's not just for making the connection and trying to get the help. Sometimes you also try to be in the position where you can also help, and bookmark some of the security websites. Now, it might look like very heavy when I talk and went through like maybe more than 35 slides. Again, as he was showing in Iceberg Illusion, this is true for everyone. So people see about the success, people see like, okay, he's the architect, he is into Google, he is into Netflix, but what are the struggles they have done? You might not be able to figure it out. So that's why there will be a struggle, there will be lots of things, and especially in the security, I'm telling you, you will face all the time like, okay, I just want to leave it, I'm done with this job, right? Never give up. That's happened with everyone. It's not just you are alone. I'm also one of them. And how it happens and why it happens, this is because of this curve. So you want to learn something, like I wanted to learn AI/ML security one night, like I think more than 8 hours I spent on all these things, and at that time I had like a child's will. How you read the book when you were the kid, right? You are going to, let's say, from class 4 to class 5, and you got the new book, and the first day you are reading every book, every pages you are just turning up, oh my god, I have this book, that book. And what happens after 1 month? Right? Same thing goes with the skill set. You learn, okay, I want to learn OWASP top 10, and first week you will learn as like you're going to crack the interview the next day. But after 10th day, 1 month, like, oh, come on, yeah. I'm not able to solve this XSS script. I'm not able to solve this CSRF. I'm not able to understand this concept. That will be the phase when you will be like this third phase. Acknowledge that you don't know that much, and it's fine. That's why I'm saying like I'm ready to learn even from the fresher or even from someone who is not from the security background, because you never know. You can learn from everyone, right? So I'm learning from my kid, for an example. So there will be this phase, insecure and phase will come like, no, I think I'm not good at AppSec side. Let's try for CloudSec. So what you will do? I mean, if you try this kind of things for even for a quarter to decide like you are good for, let's say, for a red teaming, it will take you like at least a year, right? Don't do that. So do this kind of, when you are in a phase 1, phase 2, go ahead, learn everything, see which field where you want to go and what is your interest, right? And then deep dive into that, and make sure that when you are going to this insecure canyon, you are ready to jump in. It's not like you are falling, but after that, who is rising, right? That's important. So go till this, cross this fourth one where you are feeling like embarrassed, like people are writing lots of things over the LinkedIn, they are writing lots of things over the Medium, they are creating YouTube videos, and I don't know any of this. That's fine, right? They are doing some kind of work. You see what work you have to do, and on that particular thing, you write the article. You learn the thing. You talk to the people, and you talk to your maybe senior professionals or mentors, and find out the mentor if you don't have, and talk to them. Right? It's like you are finding your psychologist. You are talking like, hey, I learned all these things. I even went through this CSSP training, but I'm not able to solve all those questions that they are asking in a CSSP. That's fine. Try hard. Try harder. This is what security field is. You have to try harder. It's a very specialized field. It's not like a development side where lead code is there. You practice all the code and then you crack the interview and you go there. I'm not saying that development is easier, but cybersecurity is much tougher than that. So once you cross this fifth step, right, then nobody will stop the success. And you always see this straight line. It's not like that. It will be like that. Right? Sometimes still you will be like depressed, you will be frustrated, but don't give up. That's why I said never give up. And this is what still I'm following, and I will follow till I'm working in this domain. Okay, so that's I think from my side. I hope this would be very much helpful for you guys. And these are my social channels in case you want to connect. These are the 4 places where I'm very active, and everywhere my handle is same. That's why you will see the last one. So Jesse is my common name, and CS is like I had done BTech in computer science, so I put that CS. So my handle everywhere it goes as a Jesse CS, right? So connect me with me if you have not already connected over LinkedIn. Just go through my GitHub profile, see Twitter anyways, like now I'm very less active, but still you can connect with me on Twitter. And from last 2 weeks, I'm trying to put videos over YouTube. I will be very active on YouTube now. So these are the 4 places where you can go ahead in case if you want to take the screenshot or you want to note down. But I have made it very easier, so you don't need to look for anywhere. Whichever website you're opening, after that you just type Justice CS and you will find me. Right. So this is the gist of my pages. So this is the LinkedIn. Cybersecurity Learning is one of the cybersecurity newsletter that I have created, and it's over LinkedIn. So this is my YouTube channel. You will see Justice CS, but maybe photo will change. This is my GitHub profile, where you can see like I have different repositories, more than 20 or 30 repositories, and few of the thing you might have already known, like security study plan, security interview question, and then even Nikhil has updated, I think 1 month back, about the senior professional interview questions. So stay connected. And now, in case if you have any question, yeah, I'm open to that from here. Yeah. 10 plus years in network engineer, how to switch my domain to cybersecurity. I think there was one slide, Santosh, on network security, and you can connect with me after this session, and I can explain you more from the network security part. What are the different skill sets? What are the different challenges, and where you can apply? So always look for that part. I'm currently working as a network engineer with so-and-so experience and want to switch my domain to cybersecurity. Could you help me with the detailed roadmap with this skill? So, Anirudh, I think I have cybersecurity study plans available for each of the domains. Try to go through that. And in case after that also, if you have any specific question, I will be happy to answer. And also you can connect with Nikhil. He is another very active cybersecurity professional over LinkedIn and over WhatsApp channel. Right. Okay. Thanks, Gopi, for sharing that link. I think people might have noted down. I have 8 years of experience as a quality engineer in IT. I'm learning cybersecurity through online courses like TryHack Me, etc. Can you suggest me which topic I should focus more to get into L1, L2 job and security? So L1, L2 maybe in the support side. As you are like QA in IT field, the most common and close field can be pen testing or web application security, and then you can move towards application security side. Okay, please share your question in the chat. Okay, yeah, thanks Pranjali for sharing my LinkedIn profile there. Saira, sharing disabled. Okay, so was that so? Okay, no, good. Network security, Santosh. Okay, I think I have explained that. Sir, which one is good for long-term career? I don't know, because in 2010 even the pen testing was the long-term career, and now you can see there is a website which can do the pen testing in 30 minutes. And now people are talking about cloud security and AI security. There was a time where there was no Gen AI security, right? So you never know that. But yeah, go through the trend, see what are the cybersecurity or the skill sets that you require for the next 5 years, and keep updating yourself just like how you keep update yourself, share profiles and other things, right? What is the future of network security? It will be always there. It's a core domain. So don't worry, Anirudh. This will be there. And if you are a network security specialist, yes, you will be in a demand. Will it be merged with cloud security? I don't think so. Both are different, and knowledge of networking is required for cloud. That's what, for example, the VPC and all, right? How can you figure out the network security differences or network security challenges over cloud? So network security knowledge is required, but the challenges with the cloud security are different. What are those labs for practices? I think that I have shared one slide where Hack the Box, TryHack Me, Pentesters Lab, Attack Defense Lab, all things were there. How to do lab practices? Yes, subscribe to those lab channels, and then maybe you can practice there. They have, so you don't need everything in your system. They have their own sandbox, so you don't need to install any of the tools there. CPNT or CHFI, what do you suggest for today's world? If you are going for the forensic side, go for CHFI. CPNT is like, it's okay, pen testing. So anyone who starts the career into security side, majority of them would be thinking from the pen testing side. That's why I said Security Plus is much preferable than CEH. But again, these are just for the HR side. I will say like try to learn OWASP top 10. If you know to the core, you are through. Because if I ask a question for these guys, CPENT or CHFI guys, that what are the different SQL injection attack are possible, I don't think they will be able to answer that there is something called blind SQL injection or double based accesses or something, right? So yes, try to learn the very basic concepts. Arfan, thank you for informative session. Thank you. I am currently working as an IT support engineer. I would like to switch to a cybersecurity SOC role. Yes, that's why I have added the SOC slide, because majority of the people from last quarter, they were asking what SOC. So I thought like, let's add that slide. Could you please recommend me any certifications? I have to look for the SOC certification, or if anyone who is expert in SOC can update here. Exactly, I have this in my slide, Irsad. Null, OWASP, Seaside, DEFCON, everything I have added, because I know that these are the important questions that as a fresher people might ask. So I've added all these things. 44 cybersecurity channels, great. This is also a good thing. Thanks for sharing with that, Irshad. Thank you for I had said some name like Naham Sheikh is the one. He's very active on Twitter, and some of many other people are there. Now you can follow me and Nikhil as well. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Still continuing 45. Okay. And what is this? From where learn, begin, cyber. All these things, that's the reason I have covered, and I have written all those important concept parts, right? TCM security is yes, one of them. And hi, I'm Fresher. I'm currently working in a GRC domain. Should I switch to my domain to? So my question will be, why you want to switch when you are saying should I switch? So we can talk about this with Ashri. But GRC domain is also good, and it holds good there. I just completed the basic in network security along with web security, which is good for me now. Internship or searching for a job. If you are still into the college, of course, internship. If you just passed out or you are in the final year, try to look for the job. How do I reach you, LinkedIn? I think by now, you know, right? So my handle is JusticeCS. You can follow everywhere. Yeah, I think I have covered all the questions. If any other question I can cover, then otherwise, I think, am I on time, Nikhil?
Yeah, we are.
I try to be very fast. Yeah, I try to be very fast. It's like I'm driving a car now. So because I had to cover all these things, and I know that usually I take 90 minutes of session for these things, but keeping that time in mind, and because even the Professor Charu is here, so we don't want to make her late. So yeah. Thank you everyone, and stay connected and share your feedback with me and Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev, for sharing your knowledge. I know, like, personally how motivated you are to share and motivate students to start their career, and this whole experience which you shared was really important, and we appreciate you taking out your time, especially on the weekends and during festive season, to motivate students and encourage them, guide them towards their career path. And we'll share all the details about the speakers with you separately as well. You can reach out to them over the LinkedIn, connect with them on social, and I'm sure everybody is really happy to help anyone from their career path from a guidance perspective. So thank you so much, Sanjeev.
Thank you guys for watching us. I hope you guys liked it. If so, please like us and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you.